Hey guys, what's up? Russ here with day 96 of my video a day series for 2022. Today is episode 5 of going through my comic book collection. This time it's the Batman box. Let's jump into it. First up, we have a Detective Comics 1000 variant. This actually came in an A-OK from my buddy Dave Mayers. It's half Batman, half Joker. It's absolutely amazing cover on this. I'm not sure. Exclusive Rodrigo Federici variant cover presented by Comics Exposure. Okay. Hey Brian, what's up, man? How you doing? Caught it right at the beginning, man. Normally I would be doing the It's Simply Super stream with Simon, but he scheduled his hair appointment for today. Guess he's got to get some color touch up. So I decided to go live anyway with another episode of going through the comic book collection. As usual, these are in horrendous order. So it goes from Detective Comics 1000 to Detective Comics 448. And I believe that's Talia al Ghul on the cover, getting shot by Batman, and then it shows the panel reverse of Batman getting shot by Jim Gordon. Really cool cover here. Yeah, he's got to keep up the look. I think he said he's had that look ever since he was a teenager. So he's been rocking it a long time. All right, next up is a Facsimile, Detective Comics 359. I'm a huge Batgirl fan, Barbara Gordon. And eventually, I do plan on having the real deal in my collection one day. But for now, the Facsimile is a placeholder for me. And this is actually a really cool story. Definitely recommend reading this. The introduction of Barbara Gordon Batgirl was really well done in the comics. Man, I need to put these in better order. I think I say that with every episode I do of these. I got Batman 48 from the Tom King run. This was the sketch variant cover. One of my absolute favorite covers. Love this one. And it jumps to Batman 514. Another awesome cover here. One of these days, if I ever get that CLZ app, I'll actually get these in reading order. Here's Batman 444. Cool gargoyle cover. Here is Batman 89, part 1 of 6. Love this cover, man. This whole Michael Keaton Batman vibe. Love it. The Keaton movie in '89 was the very first time I ever saw Batman as a kid. I was 9 years old when it came out. So there's some serious nostalgia here. And it's funny, when this book hit here, The shop only got like 2 or 3 copies, so it sold out quick, and I wasn't able to get it. And a buddy of mine, Comics with Murdoch, AOK'd it to me, along with several other awesome books. Got Batman 450. Sweet Joker cover. If I remember right, this is this has a partial origin of the Joker in it. I've got a couple copies of this, so you'll probably see some repeats. I think I've got 3 copies of this book. It's jumping back into an older book now. Detective Comics 403. Another one of my favorite Batman covers. It's a 15 center. It doesn't have a year on it, but it's not Silver Age. It's probably Bronze Age, I would guess. Probably 72, 73 maybe. There's a Batman Annual issue 3. Trying to get some of the glare off of it. Here's Batman issue 81. This was a variant cover. And I'm not a real big fan of the story, but I picked this cover up because it's kind of an homage to Batman 497, where Bane broke Batman's back. That was during a time when I was doing a lot of variant cover buys. Here's Batman issue 65. And I think this was a crossover with The Flash. It was 2 issues of Flash and 2 issues of Batman, I believe. And the storyline was called The Price. And it was actually really good. I enjoyed that 4-issue miniseries there with The Flash. This is issue 64. All right. It's one of the sideways variant covers. And I think this was part 1 of that crossover. Here's issue 49. Again, it's another like variant cover buy. And here's Batman Rebirth issue 1. Mars Comics, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. And I can't remember if this was the one shot or if this was I think this one was the one shot, which is kind of weird when they did that. When they started Rebirth, they did like one shots of all the characters, and then they started with issue 1s instead of just continuing from there. So this one is issue 1 of the continuing series. I remember that confused the crap out of me when these originally came out, because issue 1 came out and then next week issue 1 came out. me adjust these books a little bit. There we go. I've got Batman Confidential, issue 9. Here's issue 50. This is a Jim Lee part sketch, part color cover. And I think this originally, these came in poly bags. And each one had like a different cover in it. You didn't know like which one you got until you opened it. Some of them had a chance of having an actual signature in it. That's why I opened it, but I didn't get lucky on that. But still, a sweet cover in that run. Here's Batman 36 from the New 52. This was actually a Loot Crate exclusive. It's still in like the original Loot Crate poly bag. It's funny, I did Loot Crate for like 6 months, but that was before I started my YouTube channel back up with the collectible stuff, so I didn't get any of the like Loot Crate videos done. Here's Batman Incorporated issue 10. Some more from the New 52 run. This is a sweet cover with Azrael on it. It's Batman 488. Here's Batman 500. This was like the die cut cover. I love that Azrael bat suit. I do have the entire Nightfall storyline, but that is on my secondary comic wall over there. It's kind of on a side wall, so you can't really see it in videos unless I do like a room tour. And here is the regular cover for 500. Just Azrael just beating the crap out of Bane. Here is issue 2 to that Batman 89. And issue 3. This and the Superman 78 series I need to finish. I'm sure they're all out by now. I just quit collecting new comics before I finished that series. That's just a couple doubles. Here's Batman 447. And 446. Cool Deathstroke cover. Oh no, that's not Deathstroke. It's got the same colors as Deathstroke, but the mask is kind of like samurai style. So I'm not sure who that character is. At first glance, I thought it was Deathstroke because of the orange and blue. Hey, Gray Man, what's up? Hope you're having a great day. Well, I guess night over there where you are now. Got Batman 443. Oh, this is a good one. I've got the year 3 set, issue 436. I still need to pick up a year 2 and a year 1 set. Eventually, I'll get to those. Here's 437. $438. I'm surprised I actually have these in order still. And 439. Nightwing was still rocking the disco uniform at that time. Oh, here's a cool cover. I've got Batman 413. I love samurai related covers and stuff. Anything to do with like samurai lore, movies. I love those. Here's a Batman 80-page giant. It's a one-shot, and it's looks like it pretty much has the entire Bat family on the cover. Not sure who did the cover art on this, but I love this cover, man. It's even got Oracle and Batgirl. Just representing everybody in like every form. I wish the webcam wouldn't kind of get blurry when I try to zoom in. Here's my second copy of 450. And here's a couple doubles from Nightfall. This one is actually a second print. It's issue 492, part 1 of Nightfall. This is 493, part 3 of Nightfall. Again, this was one of the storylines I chose to display on my wall because Nightfall was like the first Batman story arc when I got into Batman comics. Here's 494, part 5 of Nightfall. And 499, part 17 of Nightfall. It's Azrael attacking Bruce Wayne when he was still in the wheelchair. Here's Batman 101. I think this was after, yeah, this was when Tynion took over from Tom King. Or during Tynion's run, anyway. I think he actually took over with issue 89 or 90 or something. Here's issue 102. Love these books mostly too. The Nightfall ones are just in general. Here's a double I have for Batman 441. This was A Lonely Place of Dying, part 3 of 5. And I have this whole storyline, but I have it up on the wall over here, right under the Nightfall books, because this storyline was just incredible. Highly recommend reading this. It crossed over with the Titans. It was a 5-part story, Lonely Place of Dying. So good, man. Here is another Batman Rebirth #1. And I'm not sure if this was just another variant cover to #1. Oh, Night of the Monster Men. Okay, this was just another series in general. We have 3 Jokers, book #1. Some people didn't care for this storyline, but I absolutely loved it from start to finish. Here's book 2 with the Batgirl variant cover. And I went with the Red Hood variant cover for book 3 of 3 Jokers. This is the one I dropped one time, man. I was trying to set it up on the edge for some pictures and stuff. And I dropped it right on the corner, man. That drives me crazy. It looks better than it did because I put it between some heavy hardback books and flattened it out. But it was like looked way worse than that before I flattened it back out. That's another storyline I definitely recommend reading. Oh, here's some more Nightfall books mixed in here and there. Here's Detective Comics 659. I thought about replacing it. Yeah, I thought about replacing it, but I mean, it's a PC book. It's not like I'm ever going to sell it or anything. So I'm okay with the dent in the corner. Here's Detective 660, Part 4 of Nightfall. You know, if I ever find it for like in a dollar bin or something, I'll replace it. But I ain't trying to pay like full price or nothing. Here's a Detective Comics 853. This might have been one that I got in an AOK from comic collector Tim. I'm pretty sure that's where this one came from. I've got a 714 with Firefly on the cover. Kind of a Batman in flames coming up here. Oh yeah, I know it. These are just in very random order. I never like fixed them from the last time I did Comigories like a year ago. Here is Detective Comics 27 from the New 52 run. And what's cool about this one, you won't be able to see it on the webcam, but he's like breaking through a cover of the original Detective Comics 27, and it actually reprints that issue, which I thought was really cool. I think it also, yeah, it has a modern story in it as well, but the first several pages reprint the Batman's first appearance. Got a 715 Detective Comics with Martian Manhunter on the cover. I definitely need to get these in like a better order. I will one day. I don't know when that day will be though. Here's Detective 654. Got Detective Comics 607, part 4 of 4 from Mudpack. Which, I mean, I'm assuming it has to be a Clayface story. That's what I would, that's kind of what it looks like. This one, I think, if I remember right, came from Metarog in an AOK. It's the Batman Family. The Batman Family issue. 484. It only takes half an hour. I know. I've been putting it off forever. All of the clay faces. Okay. I didn't know that, Gray Man. I think I may have another part to that somewhere. I think I have 2 parts from that Mudpack storyline, but I've never actually read it since I didn't have the full one, the full run. Here's Detective Comics 998. This is one of my favorite variant covers. It's issue 1006. Here's issue 996. I need to hire Gray Man to come organize my comics, man. Here's issue 983. Issue 999. This is another cool variant with the Arkham Knight, issue 1005. Here's issue 1007. It's actually got Spectre on it saying, "I am vengeance." I think that's Batman's line. Here's 1008. Still have 3 weeks worth of Cover Slinger books to put away. Here's a cool Mr. Freeze cover, issue 1008. Issue 1010. (1009). The only books I really have like organized is my Superman books. I think I pretty much have all of them in the order they came out in. Here's issue 1011. Here's issue 1012. Which, when I get to the Superman books in this going through my comic book collection series, we'll see if that's true, I guess. Here's issue 1001. (1002). (1003). These are in somewhat decent order. At 1004. And another variant of Detective Comics 1000. This was the only variant I actually bought of the Detective Comics 1000. I thought about getting that Adam Hughes Catwoman variant, but I never could find it. The only place I've ever seen it's on eBay. I need to check on that again because I don't know if it's gone up or down. If it's gone down in value, I'll probably be able to get a good deal on it, maybe. Here is The Batman Who Laughs, issue 1. And I think this one was the one-shot. And then the character just kind of took off and they decided to bring him back for his own miniseries. It's kind of got that chrome shiny cover to it. When they first brought the Batman Who Laughs in, I really enjoyed the character. And then it's just like they tried to put him in everything and it just really run it into the ground really quickly. I didn't even finish collecting the miniseries. I think I stopped at issue 3. But here's issue 1 of the miniseries. It would have been cooler as just like a, a one-off, maybe a couple issues, but they really just went full on and tried to put him in everything, and it ran the character into the ground quickly for me. Here's issue 2. I think it was a 7-issue mini, and I stopped with issue 3 here because I was already getting tired of it. Here is Batman White Knight Special Edition. This was like a free comic during Batman Day. It was a Black Label book, and I've heard good things about the White Knight storyline, but I just never read it myself, so I don't know. Here's a Battle for the Cow one-shot. And here's a cool cover with Hush. It's Batman Gotham Knights, issue 74. It's got Joker and Hush on the cover. And it says it all ends here, so I'm guessing it's like it was the end of a big storyline. Here's an Elseworlds issue. Batman Man-Bat. And I believe this was a 2 or maybe even 3-parter. I can't remember. But I know for sure there's at least a second part to this. Not 100% sure on if there was a third part or not. Here's Batman Shadow of the Bat, issue 17. Awesome Scarecrow cover on that one. I've got Batman Annual, or Batman Year One Annual from '95. Some more Man-Bat action. Might be 3 parts. Yo, Sean, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Have another older issue here. This is actually a Brave and the Bold. Introducing Batman and the Bat Squad. Issue 92. I should probably have it with my Brave and the Bold books, but I stuck it in the Batman box. This is a set I found in the dollar bin a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now. Batman and the Monster Men. It's issue 2. Issue 3. There's issue 4. Here's issue 5. Love that cover on that. And the conclusion with issue 6. I never could find issue 1. Here's a Batman Giant, issue 262. Which one, Gray? The Batman and the Monster Men? Let me see. I can't remember what year. It says 2006. So that series came out back in 2006. Here's Batman 254. This may have been another one from Metarog. Yep, this whole box is Batman, with the exception of a couple Batman family books. I have a little Batgirl in here, I think. And the Catwoman books, I think I moved to another box because this one was like just packed too tightly. So all in all, I probably got one short box and a half of Batman books. Here's issue 271. I started off with the X-Men box, and I did like a random Marvel and a random DC. The next episode will probably be my Spider-Man box. Oh, the Bat Squad from the Brave and the Bold. Here's another 80-page giant. This is issue 182. Looks like it has says 6 big, fantastic, bizarre adventures. And I think with these 80-page giants, these were reprint stories. I'm pretty sure. So these, I'm guessing, are probably reprints from the Silver Age. Kind of looks like it. These two Gotham Knight issues I know came from the comic book collector Tim. Here's issue 38. I remember these two covers specifically in that AOK that he sent me. Here's issue 39. All right, I'm actually getting into some Batgirl now. This is issue 26 from the new 52, the conclusion to the Wanted storyline, with one of my absolute all-time favorite Batgirl covers. There's Jim Gordon about to find out that Barbara is Batgirl. Absolutely love this cover so much. This is one I got from Lindsay, formerly Lindsay's Geeked Out Knickknacks on YouTube. Another one of my all-time favorite Batgirl covers right here. This is issue 25. This was a Joshua Middleton cover. And this thing is just absolutely photorealistic. I love Middleton's work, man. I really need to find a place to display this. I would like to have this be one of my wall books. I just have no idea like where I would even display it because all my walls are absolutely covered, man. Here's issue 26. The most famous Middleton cover was issue 23, I think. And before you knew it, it flew off the shelves, and it was just $100 book just because of the cover. I was never able to get issue 23. There was no way I was going to pay $100 for a new release book, man. Here's issue 28. This was one of the gold foil covers. You're not a fan of the mask? That's not my favorite mask that Batgirl had, but just the way she's drawn in that cover, I love it. Here's issue 31. This was an Art Germ cover, and it kind of gave me like what was her name? Was it Julie Newmar, the one that played Batgirl in the '66 series? This cover kind of gives me those vibes. I might be totally wrong on the name. This, I think, was a Derek Chew cover. It's issue 32. Oh, you might have that 23. It's the background on that is like all white, and it's just kind of like Batgirl's face, like looking up that way on that cover. If you got that one, Gray Man, I don't know if it's still $100 book, but it was for a long time. You might be able to sell that one and make some nice little profit. Here's a Batman and Robin Adventures, issue 2. I wish I still had All the Batman Adventures books I used to have when I was a kid. I love those books, man. One of my favorite covers, I think, was issue 25. It had Batman and Superman on it, side by side. Superman from the animated series. His issue 19 of Batman Adventures. I've got a few kicking around still. But that Batman animated series, man, that was like so much of my childhood. I love that cartoon. Oh, nice. Maybe I don't know. Did you pick it up when it came out, or did it maybe come in a mystery box? And here's the Dollar Comics reprint of issue 12. I never did have issue 12 growing up. I can't remember when I started collecting the animated series comics, but it was probably right around the time that issue 25 came out with Batman and Superman on the cover. But I figured, why not pick up the Dollar Comic reprint? Pretty fun read. I've got a little bit of Batman Beyond here. Issue 5, Batman Beyond Unlimited. Only ever gotten one mystery box. I'll definitely check that out, Gray Man. Yeah, for those that don't know, Gray Man drops all kind of awesome videos, man. Lots of comic hauls, comic collection videos, informative videos. Gray Man's got an awesome channel. If you're not subbed up to him, for anybody like watching now or watching on the replay, check his channel out. Here's a book that I picked up to read, and I never got around to reading it. It's the Punchline One Shot. I remember when her character came out. It was in, I think, Batman 89 was her first appearance. And I was trying to collect that run. And when it came out, there was so much spec on it. My shop, like, didn't get it, even though it was on my pull list. And that was that soured me on collecting new books for a long time. But I picked this up to give it a read and see if I even liked this character. And I just never got around to even reading it. So I still know absolutely nothing about Punchline. Got lucky with issue 12, put in your box by accident. Oh, nice, Gray. This is a book that my buddy Simple Simon sent me all the way from Australia. It's Catwoman issue 15, the Art Germ variant cover. And let me take this out of the thing for a minute because there's a lot of glare on it. This was like the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman homage. Make sure that tape don't get on the book. I love that. There's a few more Art Germ Catwoman covers that I want to pick up. There's one where she's in her animated series costume. And there's one where she's like in the original costume from the 60s, where it looks like Batman and Robin are rolling the cover back. Awesome. Art Germ did some amazing covers for this Catwoman run. Jenny Frison is doing the Catwoman books now, I think. I think she's still doing them. She's got some amazing covers too. This was a free comic book day book here. It's Under the Moon, a Catwoman tale. It's a much smaller book. And it says a Catwoman tale, so I'm assuming it's about Catwoman. It is DC, so I stuck it with the Catwoman books. I could have swore I put the Catwoman books in another box, but I guess not. Maybe there's a few in another box. But here is issue 1 from 1993. Still to this day, my all-time favorite Catwoman costume, the Jim Balent one. The purple suit. I love that dude. These were the Catwoman books that I grew up reading. I've got a couple Harley Quinn books here. I'm pretty sure this came in like a Ollie's mystery pack or something. Because I honestly don't care that much about the Harley Quinn. There's only like a few Harley Quinn stories I've read that I thought were any good. But this was the Gang Harleys issue 2. A Black Label book. It was a 3-parter called Harleen. That was incredible. Here's issue 57. So when it comes to Harley Quinn, I'm more of a fan of the more classic stuff, the animated series stuff. This one I picked up because of the cover. It's kind of like a Dark Knight homage cover, where Harley is dressed as Robin instead of what was Carrie Kelly. So I just thought that was kind of like a cool homage cover. Have an issue of Old Lady Harley, number 2. It says in the corner it was a 5-issue mini. And I have a Rebirth issue 1, Harley Quinn. And I actually have another Harley Quinn book that must be in another box. I bought it because it was a Michael Turner cover that I really liked. That suit shows all the curves. I know, man. That Jim Balent Catwoman suit was so good. Have a Batwing issue 33 from that New 52 run. I have Nightwing issue 75. This was a double-sized, I guess, anniversary issue. And I picked this one up because they did this whole crazy run with Dick Grayson where he got shot in the head and got amnesia, and they started calling him Rick Grayson. And I just heard that was absolute trash, so I didn't collect any of the Rick Grayson run. So when I heard they were actually bringing them back to the original, I had to pick up issue 75. And I have I didn't stick with that run. I just got 1 or 2 issues of it. But I had to get this issue 79. I think it's actually a second printing, but I bought this for the variant cover. I love that dude. Starts off as Robin, then goes to the disco suit, Then like the 90s suit onto the more modern ones, the new 52 era. Then it's got like Batgirl up here, like coming out of the window. I had to get this cover. I love that variant. It's one of my favorites. Yo, Tim, what's up, man? Giving you flashbacks? Oh, that cover is amazing. It makes me want to like go back and get like a bunch of the 90s Nightwing books again. I have Nightwing 141. I've got issue 53. I think this is from the Rebirth run. I've got Robin 3 still in the poly bag. I've always been tempted to open this and like see what else is in there. You know what? Let's do it, man. Live poly bag opening. Maybe. There we go. Man, I got it out of a dollar bin, still poly bag, so I don't think it'll be hard to replace if I ever decide to get another sealed copy. It was one of the Robin miniseries. There were several, I think. That looks like a poster of some sort. It's actually in pretty rough looking shape, man. The cover is fairly like wrinkly. Oh, it's got some cool lenticular action going on there. Whoa. Pull down on the cover and it changes. That's pretty crazy. Huh. The back has a different cover on it than the front. Yo, what's up, Mad Spotty? How's it going, man? Particular, I was trying to remember that word for ages. 3x4 poster. Let me see what the flip side looks like. Yeah, the cover of this looks wrinkly, like maybe it got wet at one point in the poly bag somehow. But this is going to be a pain in the butt to put back in here, isn't it? I like the Huntress cover, I think, the best. Well, let's see what this one looks like. Hopefully this wasn't like $1,000 book that I just took out of the poly bag or something insane. I'm pretty sure these are still like dollar books. No Simply Super today, man. I hit up Simon last night and he said he had his hair appointment today. And he said next week he has a car scheduled for maintenance. So we may have to, he said we might have to like reschedule the days for the Simply Super stream. So I don't know if it'll be on Wednesday anymore. Let's check this cover out. That's pretty cool. I like that. Just for time's sake, I think I'll keep it on that side. Cool ad on the inside for the old school WrestleMania game. And this cover just completely slid back out on me. All right, let's see what this poster is. Kind of cool. Robin actually looks kind of weird the way they drew him in this. Like he's supposed to be hunched over, but the way they drew him just kind of looks like his middle like torso is missing. So it looks like he's got a stumpy torso instead of being hunched over. Kind of bizarre, man. It's just like his chest goes to his waist and there's no abdominal area. Yeah, I don't think I'll be hanging that poster up. It may be KG Beast in the background. Looks like it. Okay, this was issue 4 of 6, by the way, in the Cry of the Hunter storyline. Make a Simply Spider instead. Start up a Spidey Super stream. Yo, what's up, Surfer? If you want to jump on for a minute, Mad Spidey, I can drop the link in the chat, man. Just let me know. But there's Robin issue 1. Which I think was his first ongoing series. They had two or three miniseries, and then they had the ongoing series here. Here's issue 2. There's issue 3. And it jumps to issue 8. Yo, what's up, Brian? Welcome back, man. This was part of the Night's End story. I think this was like the prologue, maybe, or epilogue to it, where Bruce was coming back from the broken back. All right, and here's the aftermath, issue 9. So this was after Bruce took the mantle back up. Oh, you got to pick up your mom from the hospital. Hope everything's all well, brother. Hopefully it's nothing bad. I'll catch you later, Spidey. And the final book is actually the Robin 80th anniversary. And I think they did like a bunch of variant covers for this, but I'm pretty sure that this one is the just the standard A cover that came with the that was in the run. They did a 90s variant cover that I almost picked up. I'm pretty sure this was the standard A cover. But this basically showcases every single Robin that ever was, including the Carrie Kelly from the Dark Knight Returns. I was hoping they would show some of the other variant covers in here, but I don't guess they did. Oh, here's the that cool Jason Todd moment where he revealed himself as Red Hood. Love those covers, man. I think they had like two variants. One where it was like Batman's perspective, and one where it was Jason's perspective. But yep, that is it for episode 5 of going through my comic book collection. Another box down, and I think the Spider-Man box will be next, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think I've done the Spider-Man box yet. No, I haven't. So the Spider-Man box will be next in the series. I know Mad Spidey will appreciate that one. And that'll do it for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 97. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Put the plastic down. Peace.